And welcome back to some more shenanigans on Mimus with me, 54 Bear, the Complete Idiot. This being the Complete Idiot's Guide to Stationeers. So I've been doing a little bit of work. We've got the toxic fart room pretty much taken care of. Our foods are beginning to process, or decompose I should say. We got 16 there, this is almost on the way. Wanted to see whether a cooked mushroom took the same amount of time or gave any more. It doesn't appear to be any difference. Got the composter in place. Have it shooted up. I have an input chute so I can literally throw stuff from the greenhouse into here. It'll get fed into here. The atmosphere inside is hot, low pressure pollutants, and that should take care of getting the food decayed. The Harveys in here are working. I haven't really set them all up properly. I just wanted to make certain that everything was okay. Haven't fired up the cooling system yet because, to be honest, it hasn't needed it. I underestimated how much having the cold water in the pipes would actually cool the room, and that seems to be working okay. Once this room is completely full of Harveys, then I suspect the situation will change and I'll need to get the cooling system activated. But for right now, it's okay. We have our first bits of poop. I did get while I was testing this outside of an enclosure, it seems to work okay. I'm going to build a little box around it. But I do need to put some logic in it to spam the activate button when there is stuff inside. Also, I need to run this. Oh, is that even turned on? Yes, it is. I do need to open the chute occasionally just to filter out any decomposed food. Might potentially put a stacker on it just so that it feeds it in a lot. I'll see whether the chutes get backfilled. That's the main reason why I've put the window chutes in there. Have some new filtration. This is for the nitrogen and the volatiles that the composter off-gasses, and probably the nitrogen I'll feed into the same one there. I need to have two nitrogen filters because this one is connected through this orange pipe to the greenhouse, the grow room. I don't want the output for this composter to get in here because obviously the volatiles is bad news. I'm not just for the plant growth, but the risk of explosion. So I couldn't figure out a way of having them completely separate. So I think I've now got 3 nitrogen filtration units. So I don't have any outputs connected to them yet. The volatile one I'm going to put into its own tank. I was originally going to pipe it across to the volatile tank I have over here. Ultimately, I might do. But for now, I want to keep very careful tabs on how much volatiles the thing generates. So, and the simple way of doing that is to put it in its own dedicated tank. And because I was doing so much in the way of atmospheric components, I built myself another pipe bender and put it outside just so that I don't have to keep running inside every time I need more pipes or chutes. Chutes, incidentally, they print out of the pipe bender a lot faster than they do out of the auto lathe. It's 2 or 3 times faster. And the other thing we need to do is really take care of the power situation. I am down to my last 88 units of solid fuel. I could easily make up some more, but we have a working gas fuel generator in there, plus the Stirlings. I would like to get that squared away. At the moment, the output from this battery, the outputs from the Stirlings and the gas fuel generator feed directly in here, and I have a transformer so that I can manually turn it on to top it up. But the sensible solution is to connect both to the same network, which is what I'm going to do first. So what I'm going to need to do is take this green cable, the output from this big battery, and feed it into the output, or join it in with the output to this red one. So all three batteries will be providing power to everything. I will need to modify the code in the IC chip in there, because at the moment when it detects, or it's only monitoring this battery, these two batteries, when it detects that they're below a certain threshold, it fires up the gas fuel generator. Now I'm going to need to factor in this battery as well, and do the look at all three batteries, and then when the combined charge is less than whatever, at that point then, instead of firing up the solid generator, it fires up the gas fuel generator. So that's what we're going to be doing. It involves a fair bit of dismantling. We'll still have the what I need to do is do the uncabling first. That will probably make things a little easier. Actually, I don't even have to decable, do I? I can leave that one as it is. We'll get rid of that. And we'll remove that. So what I want to do is, let's see, remove that cable. I think I have more heavy cable here. Yeah, 27 will be enough. Let's go around the other side. Yeah, so all of the batteries will now feed into or directly supply the base. Now, the other thing I'm going to need to do, which is going to be a little trickier, is connect the data of this salt to this same network here.
Power low.
And I have to do it without crossing over the main power line. Okay. Let's do a quick change of color. Let's make all that orange for now. Yeah. Probably the easiest thing is just curl it under and run along that way and then up the inside, but that might not be, well, it might actually be the only way of doing it. And there's a possibility I might add more of these larger batteries. Okay, yeah, what I think I'll do, I'll just tie it in up here. not the prettiest cabling, but that puts it on the same network. Now, where I am going to have a problem is the gas fuel generator is on a completely different network. So I could, not tidily, but I could connect that cable to the same network, but I think we're going to go a slightly different way. And there's a couple of options of doing it. Still going to use this IC code to or am I? No. This is going to be controlling the environment in here. What I will do, yeah, I need to run this data cable, and of course I can't run it there because it would try and join with that one. Okay, so we'll run it this way. We're going to pick up that. Let's see if I bring it in across the ceiling here. Actually, yeah, this may work. No, it won't, because it will go across that. All right. Get rid of that one for the moment.
Hydration critical.
All right, a minor rerouting of the heavy cable, I think, is in order. And of course, you can't see it from out there. Actually, we'll get rid of that. Replace it with that one. There we go. Bring this along like this. Oh, yeah, this is going to have to come all the way along, isn't it? Yeah. So, not enough. Rats. Now I've just realized this is going to stop me from being able to add more batteries. Now I'm going to have a sip of nice cold water. whilst I'm in here, get the soot drained off and sort out all these plants. Alright, which is my oldest potato? Oh, and I got 16 of them. Okay. That's weird. Like it's seeded out of order. Haven't worked out what the ideal mixture of starting or plant crops are for a single player, but I think 3 soybean, 1 potato, and a couple of ferns for the oxygen would seem to be enough. Okay, now I think I'm going to want a logic mirror. I can't remember what it comes from. I think it's a logic... Oh, actually, I should have some logic IOs on me. Yeah, I do. Reader, writer, batch, logic mirror. Okay, yes. We're okay with that. Right, all good there. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, the switchgrass only goes to biomass. It doesn't seem to decay into processed food or anything. Actually, I should probably put another junction on this so that I can manually throw stuff in there. For the moment, we'll just lob it in there. Now if I turn that on, and remember to turn on the logic writer this time, the pumpkin should end up going back in there and the decayed food should come out into there. Excellent. I'll turn that off. Where did my pumpkin go? Oh, right, that's right. There's an internal slot there, isn't there? Wonder if that means it won't decay. I hadn't actually considered that as an option, or as a possibility. Oh well, we'll find out. Okay, so where are we? Right, so that battery is completely drained. Maybe I should take this opportunity to actually move it. This is going to require some thought. I shall be back in a moment. And a little bit more than a few moments later, think I've figured it out. Had to move the battery up because we have to do this weird up and down thing to keep the networks separate, which is what I want to do. The white cable is basically the base wiring. Purple is what comes out of that and feeds into the APCs and transformers. Incidentally, the main battery power also powers the beacon, just ensures that it's the last thing that will go off. So if I ever am out and there's a power catastrophe, the beacon is the last thing to go offline. Okay, so yeah, had to get the battery elevated and do this funky wiring thing. The yellow cable now comes out of the solid fuel generators. Oh, sorry, the original solid fuel generator, the new gas generator, and the Stirlings. They all feed into this yellow supply, which will supply this big battery plus these two small ones. And the white base network cable comes out. It will be reading this battery plus any new ones I add, and it also comes through into here, which brings us to this thing, the logic mirror. So this is set to read the gas fuel generator off of its input side. I think it actually, does it say? No, it doesn't. But anyway, this is its input. So it can be connected to any one device on this red network. In fact, let's paint that red just so that everything's cool. So this now means that the gas fuel generator will be readable by the white network. That's the theory. I have used them before, and unless there's been some major changes, it should still work that way. As it's been a long while since I've used them, but yeah, we shall see. Where's my electronic components? Screwdriver, I think. Yep. Right, has to be turned on. Of course, there's nothing in it. Oh, right, it'll be getting some power from the solars or the gas fuel solid if it's on, but it's not. So this is generating a whopping 18 watts, and this is its customary 62, 63, something like that. Right, so it is getting a little bit of power from that. Okay, so now all I need to do is modify the code so that instead of firing the solid generator, it fires the gas fuel generator. Now let's turn these off because they're not actually in use. And let's go in and get that code modded. Right. So connect this to the IC housing, import the code because I don't think it's changed, but not quite certain. Now, what I'm doing on the battery status is I'm reading the battery level from what I've labeled BATs, and this is the hash number for the small station batteries. So I will also need to read the large batteries. So I'll call it big bats. And we'll need the hash code for it. Station battery large. That's the hash for it. Okay. Now this is going to get a little bit funky because we're going to be comparing the averages, or looking at the averages of something that are small and the averages of something that are large. So let's give it another variable, not in caps, alias big bat level, and put that into R14. So the easy bit. Alrighty, so now I need to well, there's no way of counting how many there are on a network, so I guess we'll just take the average of both of them. Given the vagaries of the way that batteries charge and discharge, you could have a situation where the small batteries are almost full and the big battery is almost empty. So, yeah. All right, I think as long as I can deal with it, as long as we don't try and get the batteries up much beyond 70 or 80%. So, is there an average? Not certain. Actually, that is just going to look at all of the... No, nothing AVG. All right, I'm just going to add it and divide by 2. Where are we? There we go, battery level. Average. So, add into bat level. And divide into bat level. Bat level divided by 2. That is not really giving us an accurate thing, because I can't, unless I specify in here how many batteries there are in each thing and add the math to deal with it. Yeah, I'd also have to factor in how, the size of the battery, like how much charge each one contains. Yeah, this is the easy, quick and dirty way of dealing with it. All right, let me also check and see what battery levels I had. And charge 0.8. Well, max 0.8. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay. We should be good. So 15% right now. Let's pop outside, make certain that the gas fuel generator is not running. Then I'll go and change it to a minimum of 20%. Right, so it's not running. Yeah, so we'll change the minimum charge to 0.20. Confirm export. That should immediately fire up the gas fuel generator and keep it running until the batteries are at 80, and it's not working. It's because I didn't tell it to turn on. It's going to be running the solid fuel generator. I only did half the job. Okay, edit. So when the charge comes on, instead of the generator turning on the solid fuel generator, we want it to turn on the gas fuel generator, which I don't have defined in here. So let's put it in here. So we shall comment out this bit and this bit. And this bit. So actually easier just to copy the whole thing, and instead of Jenny, gas fuel generator. Right, that should do it. Right, so that has gone off now because we're not actually looking at the solid generator any longer. I may re-enable that part of it and just have it not work. Okay, yeah, we're probably fully charged. Well, not fully charged, but satisfied the basic. Oh, no battery. As we'll change that one whilst we're here. How's the suit battery doing? Oh, that could do with being swapped out too. Right, so this is well, it's charging up. So is well, it's not running. Oh, is the solid on still? Yep. Right, so that's at 72. $87, $47. So the average of these is 1.2, 60%. And the average of this is 70. So yeah, until the charge drops down below 10%, the gas generator won't turn on. So yeah, I should have made certain that the coal generator was turned off before I did anything. But anyway, that should work. And in theory, you can add more of these large batteries out here. I put the wiring in just so it's easier to drop them in place. And that should take care of everything. I mean, we're never going to be generating that much power that we really need a massive battery bank, but I have enough resources to print up a lot of things now. It's just a question of whether I have the power to run the additional machines. If I want to get the deep miners going, for example, they do use up a bunch of power. But because I have hydrogen fuel, I should probably get rid of this thing and replace it with the combustion version. The idea is we will be generating a lot more volatiles than we consume. That's the idea. See if I can grab it. No, okay. Do it the hard way. Okay, that's probably the easiest way of doing this is split them. So that way there'll only ever be, if one does get stuck in the bottom, there'll only ever be one stuck there. Right, let's shut that off. So they should all accumulate in there. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're all there. Interesting. Okay, right, on with the enclosure for that. I'd like to build that with windows as well, just so I can see if anything's going on. Yeah, I've got enough basic walls. Actually, that can be a regular wall. As can that. And that. And then we'll just do windows for the others. Alright. Good there. Right, I want my gas sensor there. I did print up an active vent, good. That'll be sent to out. And I'll put my steel sheets away. Oh, these are plastic. Might need some more glass. Would I want that top one to be? Ah, no, that's fine, I think. Yeah, leave it turned on for the moment because it should be okay power-wise. I just need some logic to turn on the extractor fan. Actually, wonder if I should just have it turn on the filtration units. And I could get away without using an IC housing by just running it in. Yeah. I think I can do it without. Mind you, I don't know how fast it is. Oh, it should be fast enough. Yeah. I'll just add this back in here. Turn it back on to filter it all through. That should be good. How many do we have in there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so yeah, I think there is one stuck in the bottom. Oh, that's a blow. You can't actually read it. I thought I'd be able to read it through the glass. Anyway, it won't be processing anything until it activates, and then at that point it'll start to fill up the environment. So I need to make certain I have the at least a tank put on here. Yeah, all that to come next time. Hope you found something of use or interest, or something to laugh at and snigger. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll be back for more. 54 Bear, out.